Hello! Welcome to Bad at Bowl Games.
New marketing. I like it. I like it.
Wow, this is my real voice. Okay, brother.
Yeah.
You and all the Hulkamaniacs out there. Or do you like the Macho Man? The cream rises to the top. Which one do you prefer? Yeah!
Are you done?
I need to come up with more voices.
Or not. You don't have to.
I gotta put my ears in.
Yeah, put your ears in.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
They're like, why didn't you do this before you started the video?
Because we're bad at board games.
Sometimes.
And
That way I can hear.
Hello and welcome to
Things like
tonight's
that.
show.
That one's a long one.
yeah, that is a long one. Oh, wait, there's a way to stop it?
On some of them.
How do you do that?
Some of them you can stop
Let me
them.
put these back on and do that again. I need to learn how to control my friend.
All right, what are we talking about
Friends,
today?
Yes, today we are going over our top 100 games of all times, and we are getting down to the good game. Well, they're all good games, but
The best of
the
the
good games. So we are down to our top 20 games.
There's mix-ups, there's craziness, there's things that have slipped. You're going to see it happen now.
Yes. Number one game of all time for Brad, Terraforming Mars.
Never on my list.
So today we're going to do games number 20 down through 11,
Yep.
leaving for the next list the top 10.
Dun, 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 which will be next week. You'll have to wait.
Yes. Well, I mean, by the time this video is out, it won't be that long of a wait. It's
It'll
a
be
long
enough
wait
days.
for us. So, Brad, do you want to get started?
Yes, I think I will. And this one is been on the list since the beginning. We started doing this. Slipped a little bit, still in the top 20. The
So-
best of this genre.
Side note, we don't know each other's games.
We do not. Hadrian's Wall.
I like this game.
We do have some crossover though.
Well, they are the best games of all time.
Yes, great game, great flipping right, complicated, gamer, flipping right.
Yeah.
Love
One
it.
of the heaviest that we have played.
Yep. So I got this as soon as it came out because I was watching for it, waiting for it, excited about it, and I've liked it ever since. It's been out. It's been like 3 years now. It's been 3 years.
God, I've known you for a long time now.
Yes, you have. So Hadrian's Wall, Meeple University. Check out Terrence's How to Play on this. Best one I found on it. And the best way to teach people is after you learn how to play it, just have them do the actions. Once they understand that they take a little meeple and use it and cover it up and then they get a little meeple back, all of it'll start to click. And then you can explain all the sections and everything later, but that's the best way to go about it.
Yeah. This is a great game. Okay, so my number 20 from a fantastic publisher. I grabbed the wrong game. There we go. I got it, y'all. Suspense. Got to hold it out. So this is Barcelona. Good old board and dice.
You may have heard us talk about board and dice.
Once or
throughout
twice.
All of this list.
Yes. This game shined for me. It takes what I think Brad would appreciate the most out of another fantastic game, Lisboa, and kind of puts it into more of a standalone aspect. So a lot of similarities in some aspects. So it's not Lisboa, but there's some good similarities. But it also adds some cool things with the track and how you're kind of advancing through.
Yeah, and you get the
game.
city building. And it's got, I don't know, is it the favor with the architect, the plus and minus, and so that kind of
Yeah.
feel.
Being able to do the typical things we love in Euro games, building the roads to maybe cover up some spaces that'll give you points, or being able to move around better with less points because it's your train tracks, or it's not train tracks, transit tracks through Barcelona. Being able to build the buildings and maybe even build larger buildings and get more points as you go through, kind of chaining things together. One of the things that Brad loves a lot. I enjoy that a lot too. This is just, it's just a beautiful game, and it comes together pretty well. I think the setup's not too bad. You think of some of those very heavyweight games, they take a long time. this one sets up a little bit quicker. I have not yet soloed it. I think it does have a solo variant. I have not looked into that yet. Haven't had a chance to, but I do want to. I want to see how it plays. And if it plays well, maybe you might enjoy it too, because we both own this one.
Yep.
So,
I bought this one, and then, I don't know, I think after we reviewed it, then they sent it to us.
Yeah, it was something.
Or like we were getting ready to review it, but I'd already purchased it. Then it just showed up on my doorstep.
So Board and Dice, thank you
for giving Toph a free copy.
Yes, and I can't wait. Like I said, I really am interested in knowing the solo and kind of how it plays, and maybe we will do a solo kind of at least a review. Do I like it? Do I not like it? Would Brad like it? Would you? We'll see. But anyways, for now, it's just a fun game that I greatly enjoy. So that's Barcelona, number 20.
And keeping with the theme, not Barcelona, but better.
Oh, Board and Dice.
Board and Dice. Terracotta Army. I really, really, really like this game. It is my number 19. Was this on my... I put this on the list last year, too.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
I just don't remember where it was.
It was on both of our lists last year.
But I like this game. This may be my highest... No. Is it? It might be my highest Board and Dice game on this list, but I'm not 100% sure. There may be one creeps up. I can't remember. But I like this game. I know they say it's not a T game. I know it's not by the most famous designers, but I think the way they've implemented the Euro of this, I really, really, really like.
Yeah.
I enjoy the mini game, that you have with this, trying to get all your Terracotta Army figures together so that they increase and give you multiplier points at the end of the game and things like that. It's really well done. I really think this is an unsung gem.
I agree. People do not talk about this as much as they should. So if it's not out there, if you're not seeing it, ask for it at your friendly local gaming store.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's a good one, and it's a good price. And it still has miniatures. I mean, they're not CMON miniatures, but it's not meant to be.
No, it's not. Kind of gimmicky, but at the same time thematic, pulling them out of a little box. Yep. You like pulling things out of little boxes, so you enjoy that. You should, hello, how many games have we played? I haven't played it with you, but...
Envelopes.
Well, okay, envelopes is another thing, but...
Mystery boxes.
Pandemic Legacy, opening all the boxes, and Gloomhaven, you enjoy opening the boxes. He likes the instant gratification.
Yes.
That's what he likes.
What's in it? I want to know now.
So that was your number
19, Terracotta Army.
Awesome. My number 19, another fantastic game.
It's worse than mine.
It is not worse than yours.
He's right. It's not worse than mine.
Hopefully from here on, they're all going to get better than each other.
Yep.
So the Castles of Burgundy is my number 19. This is a great Euro. Goodness gracious, I've got some Euros on my list. This is another great Euro, just being able to work through building up your tableau.
By a new designer called Stefan Feld. You may never have heard of him.
I mean, he's done one game.
He's an up-and-comer.
He's done one game. Yeah, right. We were late to the Castles of Burgundy, but man alive, we've taken to it. Your wife has taken to it.
It's not missed.
It's not at all. No, and I am sitting here holding the original copy that Brad bought because the big game is upstairs. He liked it enough to get
it's
the big
actually
one.
right there, but it's all full.
Oh,
and so the lid is actually holding the
it.
game because the bottom of the game got sent to me with ripped corners, so I can't really use it the bottom of the game anymore. I'm waiting, not patiently, but I'm waiting for Awakened Realms to send me the rest of the box.
You don't need all the big stuff, man. It's nice, but this is fantastic. So yeah, number 19 for a reason. I think it's probably, I don't know if it's been on your list yet. I'm thinking this will be on your list at some point if it hasn't already, but Castles of Burgundy
may happen.
I don't remember if it's already been on your list. I don't know. We'll see.
We shall see. So my next game, number 18, Toph cares nothing about the theme, but loves the mechanic. My wife absolutely loves the theme. And I
know exactly what it is. I talked about this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Obsession. I have upstairs, downstairs. I haven't played that. The other expansion with the different family is in here. We've played that. Love this game. Play it on BGA. Play it hot seat on the iPad between me and my wife. Play it in real life with my wife. 2-player, 3-player. I don't think I've played it 4-player. Maybe I have.
I've played it 2 and 3. That's
Yeah,
it.
but I haven't had a bad player count. Have not played it solo. I don't think this one plays solo, but don't hold me to that.
Actually, it does because I took it to try to learn the solo rules. Yeah, there's a
did
variant.
it? Yeah. So can't tell you how it plays on solo, but love it on BGA. Love it in real life.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, hot swapping with an iPad back and forth while you watch something is a great way to play it as well. I used to lose. Now I don't. Although I lose online when I'm playing other people, but
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I probably will lose next time I play it.
I don't know. You had a good one, but I did find out one of the reasons you got such a high score is it was you're supposed to get rid of an objective card as you go. Like, you know how you had all the objective cards? We have to like call those as we go.
Oh, okay.
So that was part of it.
So apparently we're cheating. He taught me how to play.
So anyway, this is a great game. Let us know you probably like it. I don't know anybody who doesn't.
I don't know many people that have talked about it other than like content creators.
Yeah, it's a unique worker placement action selection when you get your rooms and how you do that.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's in a unique way they've incorporated the mechanics.
Yeah.
So
I haven't seen it many places. So I don't know, but it's a good one. My number 18.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right. This is on Brad's last list, I believe, or a couple lists ago, but this is Planet Unknown. Fantastic.
I'm surprised this is as high as it is for you.
I enjoy this every single time we play this.
I do too.
Greatly.
I absolutely do.
And I made this comment. You said it as well, but I really love when a game scales in complexity. So when you can sit down and you can play a game and you can play it where it's still enjoyable at what I would call introductory rules. So everybody has the same map, everybody has the same tech tree or corporation. Like when you're all starting off and you're not having to add in a lot of things and the game's still fun and enjoyable. And then you also have all the asymmetry that you can add in and events and things that take place. Like all of that pairs well, it plays well. It's fun at all player counts that I've played it at so far. We've played it 2-player, we've played it max count. I just love this game. It is so much fun. It's one of the few polyominoes where I can gravitate towards and say I want to play it. Turns out I do like polyomino games, but this is it's so good.
Yeah, and the fact that it's simultaneous play.
That's another thing.
Really helps it. And then it just layers all these other great things on top of it.
Yeah. That's another thing because
you're not waiting for your turn to get the polyomino. You're presented with a limited choice, which is kind of cool, and then you just make it work.
And that's another thing that's fun about it too, is the choice that you get or you choose, because you can also say, I don't really need this one, but I really don't want Brad to get that one, and so you make a choice that way. You know, there's so many ways of playing it. It's just a fun game. So yeah, I'm not surprised it's up as high as it is.
Yep. So the next one has fallen out of my top 10. This is a movie in a box.
Oh, okay. I know what it is. You say movie in a box, immediately I know what it is.
Star Wars Rebellion. Great game. Not a 4-player game. Don't ever play it more than 2. Great game. Just great game if you're a Star Wars person. War of the Ring is not a Star Wars version of Rebellion. War of the Ring is a war game.
Yeah.
With a cool story of as though you were in War of the Ring and some Lord of the Rings. Yeah. So this is different. This does feel like, to me, this is aching more towards like Nemesis makes you feel like you're in the Alien movie. This makes you feel like you're playing in the Star Wars universe, truly going through, the movie, New Hope. This makes you feel that way. So that's what's great about Star Wars Rebellion. I won't go into it a ton, but I had this for the miniatures so my kids could play it. And then a year later, I was like, saw it on Dice Tower and how much they liked it. I'm like, I think I've got that game. And I never wanted to like pull it out in the number of hours. I think it's a couple hour game, right? But I've played it, and every time I play it, it's a good experience, especially if you're a Star Wars lover like myself.
Clearly, it's all over his shirt.
Yep.
I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I'm not against it. I'm not huge on it.
Yeah, and I still caveat it with, I think you will like it if you like Star Wars. I don't necessarily think if you don't like the franchise, I think it'll be just a take it or leave it for you, because you won't appreciate the characters that you're trying to get, the things that happened in the movie that you're kind of recreating or not, or retelling the story in your own way because of the way the stuff's gone. Like, that stuff won't have any meaning for you, and so hence you'll just think like, this is stupid.
He has not asked me to play, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I was sad in the beginning, and then I was like, wait, really?
Yeah. I think, I'm just going to say, like, if you're a Star Wars buff, you should get a chance to play Rebellion. If you're not, just let it slip you by.
And there's some other games that are movie in a box.
Mm-hmm.
So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Star Wars Rebellion is my number 17.
Awesome. So moving on to my number 17.
Yay!
Another game that I think you have to know the movie to be able to understand.
I see it now. He can actually say that because...
Yes. So Dune Imperium, first time I played it, didn't like it.
I was like, you're going to love this. It's all worker placement. And it's a deck builder.
Things that Toph loves.
Can we say things that Toph loves for 100, Alex?
Yes. Turns out that after I watched the movie, thanks to being forced to watch a movie, which was a good movie.
It was a good movie.
Yeah, did enjoy it. Came over for, I don't know, board game night, hang out, whatever. And he was like, hey, let's watch a movie. And so we did. So yeah, watch Dune, understand it better, and now immediately. Yep, exactly.
Lights are on.
Yeah, and it's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one. I've only played with one of the expansions so far, and it definitely, I think, adds and is worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I've not overplayed this game, so I don't need the expansions necessarily, but they are good. And Dune Imperium, there's a reason it's as high as it is in the lists, and
it's been on the hotness since it came out. It's kind of like Lost Ruins of Arnak. To me, and there's another one, like there's a third one. I can't think of what the third one is.
Time era.
Well, but just like it's the same weight rating.
Mm-hmm.
They're
worker
but they're all
placements.
but they've been on the hotness, top 20, forever. And then as soon as they come out with an expansion or something, I am curious. I don't think I'll buy it, but the Dune 2.0 where they've kind of like balanced some of the things. Yeah. I am curious what that if I get a chance to play that, what that's like compared to this.
I was looking it up because it's on sale on one of the sites.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's still pre-order, isn't it?
I think so. And then Mr. Beast did a tournament and that blew up.
Yeah.
Made it even more known outside of Gamerverse.
I think it'll be interesting. I don't need it yet.
Mm-hmm.
There is an ability to kind of team up and play against teams against each other. I think that's kind of an interesting approach, but I don't know enough of Dune to, I think, appreciate that yet to understand it. But at least now I understand the houses and the, some of the resources.
What spices?
I still have a little question as to what it is exactly, but at least I do understand how it's used and what it's, the importance of it, why we're getting it, why water is important,
mm-hmm.
things like that. So it makes a little bit more sense. It's fun, a little asymmetric,
mm-hmm.
little deck building, little worker placement, good things.
All the things.
Number 17, Dune Imperium.
Yep. So this is my favorite game from this publisher, with the caveat this is the only game I've played from this publisher. Toph hasn't played it. I love it, but it also is about cars.
Oh, I want to play this.
Horseless Carriage. I really like this. I know it. This is another one I seem to like, the ones that everybody else kind of thinks is like, oh, it's all right. I like cars, but I love the mechanic and how they're going about this, and then building up your factory to then go out and try to have car sales, and trying to hit the market in the right spots for the prices that there are. This is a great game. This is a heavy game. But strangely enough, I don't think it's any heavier than a Lacerda. You think, and I've never played Food Chain Magnet, but I think this is a great game. I don't think you're going to get blown away like I understand in Food Chain Magnet, where you can, if you're not doing the right thing, it's just lights out, right? This isn't like that. We were all playing and having different factories and doing different things and connecting things in different ways. And we all went I was trying to go for cars that were going to sell for expensive, Jaman was trying to sell cheap cars, but a bunch of them. Like, there were different things that we were going for, depending on what was happening every round. And it was, and it's strategic because you can see what the other things are out there. And then as they come up or as they cycle through, trying to get the technologies for your vehicles and new selling points, so to speak. Just a great, great game.
Yeah, my understanding is people either know about and love Splotter games,
Right.
hate them, or they don't know about them.
Well, and I would say like this is your heavyweight. This is a 4, right? Like, and it, I don't know how the other ones are. I've never gotten to play Bus. I've never gotten to play, Food and Shade Magnet. But like, I do want to play them. But I think, you're not pulling this out every week either. Just like we don't pull Lacerdas out every week. But God, I loved the play of this. I really, really, really enjoyed it. Like, I want to play it again. Like that's, to me, that's just I keep wanting to come back to it and play it again. Yeah,
the group talked about this, and I mean,
everybody liked it.
Yeah,
we played it a few times, so it's in and around everything else. Everybody's trying to get the Shelf of Shames down and all this other stuff. I think this is one that would come back to the table.
I need to play this. I want to play this.
Yeah,
and so I was excited when your wife called and said, "Do you think he'd like this?" And I was like, "Yeah, yes, a lot, a whole lot."
I was glad she got it for me because I didn't want to really spend the money.
Yeah,
but then she did, and I was very happy, very happy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think you have to. I can recommend this if you're a 4+ weight gamer, but if you're not, I would steer clear of it.
It's probably not your first entryway into heavier weight games.
What's my dog trying to eat?
I don't know.
As long as it's not a game, it's fine.
Well,
if it's Toph's something, it's fine.
It's thanks. It's not Toph's. It's Lacerda. So no, it looks like it's dirt. I don't know. She's
chewing
cute.
On dirt. That's
She's
fine.
Cute. Okay, so that was your number 16?
Yep, and I lost my list. All right.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
I am ready.
Okay, here we go. My number 16. Go figure, it's another board and dice. Tekenhu, Obelisk of the Sun. So Tekenhu is, I guess this is the second into board and dice. I think we played this and then you got Terracotta Army, or vice versa. Maybe you got Terracotta Army, but this was earlier first on in the board and dice games. It's almost beautiful the way the actions and the mechanics, all the areas of the board, because there's different areas, how they just synergize and work together. And I love the way the obelisk is turning. And if you've played Terracotta Army or some of these ones, Tekenhu, you've got the wheel, you've got dice that you're using to be able to manipulate for actions one way or another. I love the way that this dial turns and the way that the sun is hitting the obelisk, what is in the shadows, what is in the forefront. It drastically can upset your game and your play. And it's just learning how to work with that, when to take risks, when to push, when to get the cards and which cards you're going for. You can't do everything. And it's just, it's just done well. Is it the best of the T games or the best of theirs? I don't think, but it's one that I really enjoy, and we both enjoy it enough that we both own it. So it's definitely a winner for me. Obviously, I put it at 16, so it's high up on the list. Yeah. It's a good one.
Yeah, Aisha brought it from one of her friends, and they've got all the like 3D printed trays and everything to make it easy to get out. Toph ended up buying it, and then when I saw it on like Board and Dice at a sale, I bought it. It's a great game. It's a great game. It's another one of those like horseless carriage. I want to get it to the table. I'm like, oh man, I really want to get that to the table again.
Yeah, there's only so many game nights a year, you know, so it's kind of hard to pull them up. It takes some time to play. Yep. And these games, because they are this is not the Lacerda, this is not the heavyweight, but these are on the heavier side, so you've got a lot that if you haven't played it for a while, it's going to take a little bit of time to get back into it. So, but it's a fun one. So that's my number 16, Tekenhu, Obelisk of the Sun.
And then my next game, I don't own. Derek owns it. Alex bought it. I've played it online. there's something about online that I don't know how to manipulate one of the mechanics the way that I know you can on the board, so I don't play it online really. And that's Caverna.
Mm.
So Derek likes Caverna more than Agricola because it's not so punishing with the feeding, and you have multiple ways to feed your dwarves. And so I've never even played Agricola.
Yeah.
But I really, really like Caverna. I think it's a great game. You're building out your mine. You're trying to get animals and things out into your fields. Like that whole, everything that's going on about that is just fabulous. I really, really like it. So Caverna is my number 15. It's a great game. And I guess if you want something tighter, go try Agricola. If you want something a little bit looser in the same realm, try Caverna.
Yeah. And if you like feeding, go all the way with Uwe, Feast for Odin.
Yep. Yeah, but this one's higher for me than Feast for Odin.
Yeah.
You had another one that you liked better than Feast
for Odin? Uwe?
You liked Le Havre.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Different category, I think, but
Yeah.
Uwe. Yeah, Uwe.
Yeah, I have the same designer.
Just some great games.
Yeah. Up and coming designer.
Yeah, Uwe Rosenberg.
Uwe Rosenberg.
Yeah. I've got a couple of his games that nobody has ever heard of, and I found them like on random like Ollie's sales. I'm like, it looks like it's garbage. I can't wait. It's Uwe. I want to play it so bad. It was like, hey, it's $2.99. Okay, fine, I'll buy it. It's I don't know, fun. Anyways,
Yep.
Awesome. My number 15. Now we're getting to these are heavier weight games. This is the expansion box. Probably one of my favorite games that I've ever bought for Brad. Barrage.
And it's great.
And this is one of the expansions I have played this now. We have played with the expansion.
I think I brought it all out when we
Yeah.
did the 5-player game. I had the...
I didn't play that one with you. I think I played this online with you with the expansion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Barrage is the first board game that I have ever played where at the end of the game, I was
We were done. Our first play of this a couple years ago was like we did a whole video
and never hit record.
We didn't hit record. We were just like not emotionally, mentally spent. Like we were
probably emotionally spent too.
It was so like looking at something at chess, and like you learned that you can't play Barrage like that. You just have to go. And like after you've played it enough, you kind of have a way of how you like to play. I still lose, but but it's another one of those games that's like I'm around that plus or minus 100, and then the really good players are like hitting 200.
Yeah, I'm not there.
Yeah, but it's it's so good, so good.
Such a good game. Brad plays it a lot. I need to start playing it online.
Mhm.
I don't know. I might like this game enough to play it online.
Yeah,
because I'm not big on BGA and online adaptation of games. It's not BGA. It's just online adaptation.
Yeah, I can only play one. I at one time had like 5 games of Barrage going on at once, but I've decided I can only play one game of Barrage at a time.
Yeah.
I can play other games with it, but it can't be multiple Barrages.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Even once you get to understand some of it, it's still a lot. So
Yeah.
great, fantastic game.
Great
Brain
game.
burner. Yes.
Great game. So my next one is definitely one of my top designers. I wanted to be like, I just love all his games and I'm going to be the biggest fanboy. It's why I got married where I did, at least the designer. And that's Kanban EV. This has dropped out of my top 10.
This was in your top 5, wasn't it?
Yeah, for a couple years.
Holy cow.
This is a drop.
Holy cow.
It's an amazing game.
This is fantastic.
An amazing game. This is, as of right now, I'd still say this is my favorite Lacerda.
Yeah.
And we haven't played Mars.
No, I have On Mars. I have Escape Plan. You have Weather Machine. I have the not Inventions, but it's coming. It's
Did you order
Kickstarted.
Inventions?
I did.
Oh,
I backed it.
Cool.
I backed the game, y'all.
Did, but like we like Lacerda.
Yeah,
absolutely.
A lot.
But sometimes they're just hard to table. But this one, like, I still feel like this one's easy to table now. Like,
Well,
we've
now
played
it is.
Well, but we've
Yeah.
played it enough. But even when we
Yeah.
played it, like we really wanted to play it, and then like once again, it's cars. It's a factory. I understand what a Kanban system is. Those things resonate with me. So if as I get excited about something, it's not only the mechanics of the game, which he really enjoys. For me, I understand all the other stuff they're talking about and why the mechanics relate to the things you're actually doing, which is cool.
Yeah.
So
I don't understand that side of it, but I do understand the mechanics well.
So Kanban EV is a great game. I mean, they keep redoing it. It used to be Kanban, and then they made it the EV cars and so forth and so on. But like this one keeps getting new implementations of and make it prettier, and I love it.
Eagle Griffin Games now does it in that Ian O'Toole designs. He is such an artist. I mean,
and if you're not a corporate person or a manufacturing person, you may think everything about that is drab and boring and horrible. But like,
it's not.
For those of you who are in all those positions, I think you'll like it.
It's so good. I cannot believe it is. What was that? 14?
That is, Kanban EV is dropped to my number 14.
I cannot believe that. I never saw that coming out of your top 10, ever.
I told you it was going to be crazy.
Oh,
We're not even to the craziest one yet. The next one, I think he's going to faint.
I don't know if I'm ready for that. Honestly, wow. Okay. Well, here we go. I'm just going on. So, my number 14. I now have not played anywhere near as many games as Brad has because he plays this online, but Maracaibo.
It's a great game.
Such a great game. We absolutely love this designer, and every game that we have played has been hitting the charts for us. I mean,
number 14?
This is my number 14.
Number 14, Maracaibo.
Maracaibo. It's just, I love all the actions. I love all the things that you can. I love games where you can't do everything. I've learned that. I want the heavier games. I want multiple ways to play, multiple strategies to come up with. And for this game, it sings for me. It works. I can see things. If you watch the list that Brad had this on, when we first played it, I was like 50 points behind, and I was okay with that because I knew I was at least coming back up to catch, and I ended up passing you guys. Yep. It's just, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's very cool, and I really like playing it online. It's in beta right now, so unless you have access to beta on BGA, but it'll be hitting BGA soon. I think it's great.
Yeah, it's so good. So Maracaibo, number 14.
Awesome. My next one. Are you ready? Close your eyes.
Is it one of my games? Because I brought my games, and now I don't remember which ones you asked me to bring.
This one has dropped off the top 10.
Death May Die?
Open your eyes.
Oh, it's right. Death May Die. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. This is another one. And now.
This is Death May Die is my number 13. Death May Die was up to number 2 at one point.
This does not surprise me as much as Kanban.
Yeah.
But it does surprise me a lot.
Yeah. I think when we kickstarted the all in for the next like season 3 of this will move back up. Mm-hmm. But right now there's some other games that I've wanted to play over this, and this is an amazing game.
Yes, that's all I can say.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. I just introduced friends of mine, Chris and Nikki, to this. Mm-hmm. We had a hangout game night like a week or two ago, and took it as an option.
The corners are turning white. It gets played.
It gets a lot of play. It really gets a lot of play. Solo, bring it here. I've taken it to a handful of friends' houses, taught them how to play.
Yep.
It's season 2. I haven't played through all of it yet, but you have gotten me season 2.
Yeah, we got through three sessions
through a few of them.
Yeah. So.
And I'm kind of holding out. I kind of keep going back and playing some of the old ones just because it's like, well, who knows when the other's going to fill. I mean, supposedly this summer, but who knows?
Yeah.
But we got 3, 4, the Unspeakable Box, something else.
Yeah, we got everything.
The big guy coming.
I even went with the big guy.
Yeah.
I didn't do it with. Yeah. I've been wanting that big guy for 3 years. I finally I didn't realize who sold it. when I saw it at Gen Con. I thought it was like a vendor. I didn't realize it was CMON.
I can't wait to see it.
I wasn't going to pay like $400 for it on eBay. So,
but he did win at CMON in a Kickstarter. No, it wasn't 400, but
it didn't cost 400 just for the guy.
No,
like it, like that's what it was on, $400 or $500 or $600 if you're
for one scenario and the big guy.
Well, just for the statue. I'm like, I'm never paying that.
Yeah.
I'm stupid, but I'm not that stupid.
I'm looking forward to playing the one scenario that comes with it. Because it's like, I think it's only one.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
Yeah. It could just all be gimmick, but it's still going to be fun.
Yeah.
So
we'll try it out. Try it out and throw it on the channel.
That was your 13?
That's my number 13.
Awesome. You're going to see Cthulhu back there somewhere. Maybe we'll get rid of all his Star Wars crap and put up Cthulhu.
Everything Cthulhu.
Might as well. Number 13.
Dun, dun, dun.
I know, right? Thanks. This game surprised me, as some do. And I think it's surprising everybody in all the best ways. This is Heat.
Hello and welcome to tonight's show.
Can you stop now? Thank you. We're going to switch seats next time. Yeah. Heat, Pedal to the Metal. Days of Wonder, you outdid yourself with this game. It is awesome. Awesome.
Hoping this is great things to come from Days of Wonder.
I mean, yeah. Start bringing back the good games. I mean, you had all the old classics. Start bringing them back. If they're anything like this, you got it. It's everything about it. It's accessible to a lot of people. It can get very competitive. You can really get in and play it well.
It's another one that has like multiple layers. Like you have the intro game, and then you can add like a drafting mechanism, and then you can add, like the championship seasons where you're actually like a racing circuit, and then you've got the reporters on the corners that can give you one-off cards that you can get. Like there's just like we just talked about a game like that. It's just Planet Unknown. Like there's these levels that just like keep making it better and better and better depending on what you want. And if you're used to like doing everything, you'll still enjoy just like the base game.
Oh yeah, easily.
You'll enjoy it at any level.
Yeah, this was a fantastic one. I'm not normally big on racing games. Like I would never think a racing game would be this high up in my list, but it's a game. It's a good game.
Yeah, and I know some people don't like it, but like I actually appreciate it because I've done some racing, and like there are the intricacies in there, but then there's like this deck building thing that Toph is really good at, and that's why he wins. Like he knows the mechanics and he knows how it's based around the foundation of it. And I'm looking at it from a standpoint of like an actual race and like, am I going to try to like blow through that corner so I can hit the next one? Like all these things that I'm thinking about it in those sense, and it's just fun to play.
It is. Whether you know cars or not cars or racing or not racing. Yeah, it's just good. So
yeah,
I know it's hard to get, but worth it.
Yeah. Great game. They'll be reprinting. They've had 2 printings of it. They'll have a third.
Yeah.
I think this one's going to be around a while.
And
they're coming out with the Torrential Downpour, which is like an expansion to this. So you'll have some new cards, and like there'll be wet tires, and like because it's raining, you won't take as much heat or some things like that. So I'm looking forward to that.
That'll be cool. Don't pay far above market though for it. I know people are selling it for a lot of money. Don't pay a whole lot for it.
But just wait. It'll be all right.
Good game. That's my number 13.
Number 13. So my number 12 was closer to 100 for Toph. I don't remember exactly where it was, but this is our new after game night, play a game, teach somebody a new game, all those kind of fun things, and that's Scout. I put up a video like to try to explain like what's interesting about Scout. So if you want to go check that out. It's a card game. You're making straights and flushes and 3 of a kinds, and you're beating people. But it's a great game, and you can't move the cards around. So the first time you play it, you're gonna want to like put the 3s together and 4s together. Like you can't do that. And then you can either look at them. The cards on the numbers on the top of the card are different than the numbers on the bottom of the card. So the very first time you get it, you pick, and then you play. And like that sounds like, why is that fun? It just is. And when you're all there, like, the first couple of games you're playing, like, I just want to move these around.
I struggle with that because that's who I am. I played cards always growing up. So I quickly, and Brad's like, can do it, can change them.
Yeah. And then and the people I've talked to, some of you that have gotten it, like, after a few games, then you get the bug, you get it, and you get, it like hooks everybody, and like everybody can play it. And it plays up to 5 people, I think. Great game.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot in a very little box.
Yep. So Scout is my number 12.
Awesome. My number 12 is a game that actually I prefer to play solo now, and it's one of my most played solo games now of all times.
Oh, wow. I don't know what it is.
You know the game, though, and that is Hadrian's Wall.
Oh, that's right. You bought it.
I did.
I forgot that you bought it.
I did. Yeah, another game that we have 2 copies of. It plays so well with other people, but I love playing and just trying to beat my score every time I play and play it solo.
This is on my top 10 solo list too, because once again, I'm into solo games that feel like if Toph's there or not there, I still feel like there's that competition.
Yeah.
And this still gives you that.
The only thing I think I have found that does not translate well is when you want to trade with other people. You know, when you're playing solo, you put out 2 extra piles for them, but they're not paying you for pieces. Right. So not that happens often, but I think everything else is pretty much exactly the same. It's just so good. I like the lighter weight ones when I play solo a lot of times. Like I've been playing Railroad Inc., whatever it's called. I've been playing that. I play a lot of little button shy things here and there, but when I want to sit down and actually think and play a game lately, this has been it, because I don't have the time to pull out something like Terraforming Mars or something
that's up easy.
Yeah.
It's like it's a great game. I really love it.
It is. That's my number 12.
And that's moved up for you.
It has, because I play it all the time.
The more you play it, the more you enjoy it, for sure. So my next game has dropped, I think, a whole spot. Did you know 70% of you aren't subscribed? Hit that subscribe button. We do fun board game stuff here. It's not in the top 10 anymore.
Oh, 1 spot.
Oh, I would have never bought this, except I was trying to find something for my wife. And I love it. Everdale. I thought this tree was really stupid.
And it is.
Don't hate me. But I would see it at Gen Con and all these people playing under the tree and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, no, I don't have a desire for squirrels or trees, or I'm not nature guy. I am car guy. Let's go burn some down and make some wood. But, then I bought it because I wanted to get my wife more into board games and things that we would like together. Toph taught it to us, and it's such a good game. It is such a good game. And then last year at Tantrum Con, I bought like the coal collectors thing. Somebody was selling it there, and we were going to do like R&I, like all the expansions, and I think we got 1 or 2 done. But it's so good. It is just so good. If you haven't had a chance to play it, I really do recommend it.
Yeah, it's
my number 11. I don't think I said that, but
yeah, it was 86 for me, which is wild. It dropped for me.
That's a huge drop.
Yeah, it was much higher in the rankings last year. Yeah, our lists were changed up quite a bit, but it's a good game. It is.
But I guess I'm playing it with R. You haven't played it much in the last year.
Not in the last year, not a whole lot.
So, but that's my number 11. That's the last one of this list. Wait till next week when we have our top 10. But this is, I know you got yours coming, but yeah, this is a great game. This is another one that always seems to be on the hotness. Yeah,
and for good reason. For good reason. Awesome. My number 11 is another game.
I'm curious.
Oh,
I'm excited.
Do you have any idea?
Did it drop? Was it in your top 10 last year, or is it like shot up to number 11?
I think it was.
Well.
Yeah, I don't know. I can go look.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you remember or not.
It was in my top 10 last year. It dropped 1 spot.
Hey, same. That's
it was
funny.
Number 10, and it has dropped to 11. It is a game I've played primarily solo. I have played it with other people, and I enjoy it with other people, but I love this game solo as well. Maybe more than with other people.
Oh.
And that is Spirit Island.
I couldn't remember what this one was.
Yeah.
This is a great game. I don't know where I put this as like above 50 for me, I think.
Or was somewhere. It in the 50s? I think it was in the top 50s, but anyways, it's such a good game. And I actually kind of not revived the game for me interest-wise, but they came out with a version at Target that was, it was greatly on sale. I saw it and I was like, I'm not going to buy it.
And not easier.
And it's not easier. No, it's not. They said, more introductory. No, it's just the easier weight spirits that are like equivalent to what's in this game. It's not easier. I actually had to remind myself, one of my friends' daughters. So I've got a lot of friends that are into board games, but one family huge into board games, tons of them. They play a lot more classic games, and their daughter is at the age, high school, where she's really getting into building strategies out in games and enjoying it. And I was like, oh, I should pick that one up. It's an easy game. And I was like, wait, that's not an easy game. I should probably teach this to them first and not just say, Merry Christmas, go back to Savannah where you live and have fun. Good luck playing it.
Yeah.
So it may be coming down the road for them, but I want to teach them. But yeah, Spirit Island, it's great. It's hard. I lose all the time. Not all the time. I lose a good bit. Yeah. We lose a good bit.
Well, when we played last time, we won.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. We've definitely won. I've won. It's good. I enjoy it a whole lot. It's so different than anything else that I own on my shelves. For good reason. It holds the spot high for a lot of people. And for me, it's dropped out of my top 10, but it's still there. It's number 11.
Yeah, so. It's a really good game. But if you are playing it with other people, you have to find a group that is not less like, I'm just going to take care of my section, you take care of your section. You all have to look at the whole map and see what you're all going to do, and then plan everything out and who's going to do what and where, and choose what you're going to let go. You have to have the people you're playing with have to be like that, because if anybody doesn't participate,
you lose.
If anybody wants to alpha game, you lose. If anybody just wants to I don't want to have to deal with Toph's area. Well, Toph will mainly take care of his area, but if you're going to need to help him out too. It's all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, you have to find your strengths. You have to know what you can do, because you can't do everything. You're not going to. You're going to get overrun at times, and you have to. It's just mitigation. The whole game is nothing but mitigating the explorers who are coming in and trying to stop them from doing too much. So it's
pretty awesome.
Hard. It's hard.
Pretty awesome. So what did you think? We have only the top 10 left. So were you surprised by anything? If you know last year's and saw some of this stuff drop? Happy, excited, sad? Comment down below.
I'm shocked at a couple of Brad's. Kind of shocked at some of mine too.
And what's going to make my top 10? What's going to make Toph's top 10? What's our number ones? Dun, dun, dun.
People know me. They probably know what my number one is.
Well, eventually it's got to drop.
I don't know. Does it?
Yes.
I don't know. We'll see. Some point. Some point. If I can ever get my friend to play it with me.
Let it happen.
Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe so you are ready to see our top 10 games.
Hit the ding dong bell, too.
Yeah, also known as just hit the bell.
Hit the bell?
Yeah. Or ding dong bell, whatever.
Ding dong bell, something. Yep. Come on.
Notification bell. That's what's called.
Subscribe. We need your help. Just remember, no matter how you play, whether it's solo, with family, or a friend.
He's touching me. Please enjoy whatever games you are bringing to the table.
Have a great night.